This is Coffee with Kerry. Each week we meet amazing people who are going to be challenged to step from behind their profession for a game show and interview whilst having lots of fun. If you're looking to inject more fun into your world, join us here every week. It's time to get on with the show. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Kerry, where another brave soul has entered my studio and is happy to step through the rounds of this crazy game show. Today's guest is Julie Lokun, and Julie is located in Chicago. She is the host of Obsessed, and I just want to read out quickly what Obsessed is about. So I'm going to read what Julie's got on her podcast. We are obsessed with humans on the verge of change. We are your personal development entourage that guides you through the roller coaster of life. Every week, we will serve up the tools to empower your everyday to become obsessed with your life. And I have to add in that Julie just recently hit 100 episodes, which is fantastic. Congratulations, Julie, and welcome to the show.
Thank you, Kerry. I am excited and there is a nervous energy about me because I don't know what to expect. So thank you for
Oh,
that. And I'm obsessed with you and I'm obsessed with Coffee with Kerry.
oh, thank you, Julie. Thank you for spending the time with me. I'm super excited. We've got quite a few rounds to step through. We're going to have a lot of fun. So I hope you're ready.
I'm ready when you are, Kerry. I'm ready
Excellent.
when you are.
Excellent. Round one. Julie, round one is the mug shot, and you were asked as part of the booking schedule to bring a mug to today's show. What have you got for us, Julie?
Well, I thought of you when I picked out my mug. And mind you, I have 4 children and they're always asking me, "Am I your favorite?"
Aw,
And, well, Carrie, you're my favorite. So,
aw,
it says, "You're my favorite," and that's
aw,
it. I was gonna bring some girl power mugs, but I said, "Carrie's my favorite." So I
aw.
tell each of my kids they're my favorite,
Of course, of
and
course.
I'm lying to every single one of them, by the way. Every single one of them. So
But with 4 boys, like, that's a
Mhm.
handful already, like, seriously, hats off for that. So I think, you've gotta share the love. That's a long way to go, so doing a great job, clearly.
The jury's out on that, Carrie, because if you asked any of my children, they probably would not agree with you. But I always am thinking one day they're going to say to me, "I get you. I got you, mom. I understand why you were always in a corner twiddling your thumbs and your eyes were rolling to the back of your head." 4 boys, it's a lot. I've been ganged up on.
Mhm. Definitely, definitely. Well, Julie, I've brought a mug to today's episode, which is, always probably gonna fit in with the show, which is a prescription coffee mug. So
Oh
it's
my gosh, I love that.
isn't it
RX
great?
coffee.
Yeah,
That's beautiful.
and it
Everybody
actually
needs one of those.
definitely. And it actually says it is Mr. Java Joe Espresso is the name on the prescription. And the direction is drink 1 mug by mouth and repeat until awake and alert. That's pretty good.
I love that, Carrie. Am I allowed to ask you questions?
Absolutely.
Oh, good. I can't help myself. But what is your obsession? What is your relationship with coffee? Because I understand coffee is so much a part of you and it runs through your veins. And a lot of people do like coffee, but you
Mhm.
especially, coffee with Carrie.
Mhm. Great question. I think, to be honest, it's just probably been a part of my life for so long, like probably since, this is really sad to admit, mid-teens, coffee entered my life,
Mhm.
and I've not started a day without it since. And
Wow.
it's grown, like the obsession has grown. It started with the when I was in my teens, it was probably instant coffee, stir it with the hot water and the milk. And then as I got a lot older, things like fancy espresso machines entered my
Mhm.
life in my home. And anytime that I'm out, if I see a cafe, I'm like a magnet to a cafe. I cannot
Mhm.
not go and get a cup of coffee. And then you find your favorite spots with your favorite flavors and, and then your favorite baristas. And I actually had a cafe of my own quite a few
Oh,
years ago.
wow.
And I
Wow.
learnt all the different, types of coffee and, all the different milks and flavors and, different beans. And I learnt about the beans and how to make cappuccino and latte and macchiato. And this was, years ago before coffee was the in thing. And I
Mhm.
was just fascinated. I was fascinated for many, many years. So it has to be part of my life. And then when we came up with this idea of another podcast, Coffee with Kerry.
Well, it's a double entendre. I mean, it energizes you. And, there's something so intimate about the kind of coffee you drink because there are so many variations. And, the first thing I thought about, I was going to ask you about the French coffee press because I want to get a French coffee press because it
Mm,
is about a ritual. It's
mm-hmm,
about a ritual in your life. And the roasting of the beans, the smelling, the way it engulfs all your senses. There's something so personal, and I love that this is who you are,
mm-hmm.
and we can learn a lot from people about how they drink their coffee or tea or water and how they conduct their lives, so,
Yeah,
wow.
good point.
I feel like I can smell the coffee roasting right now.
I know, and this is the funny thing because my office, which is like probably a standard size room, and I have my espresso machine just over there. And when I make
Oh, you're hiding it from us.
Yeah, it's just over there. I've got a bar fridge
Wow.
for the milk and everything in my office, so it's all on tap, ready to go. And when I make my morning coffees, because I normally start my day with about 3 coffees, this room
Wow.
smells like coffee, like just
Mm.
fantastic. And it's quite entertaining because my daughter comes through and she's like, "Oh, it smells like coffee," and she doesn't like coffee, and I'm like, "Yes, it does." But you don't
It's like
notice
she's
it.
surprised. She's
Yeah,
surprised
I
when
know.
mom's room smells like coffee again.
Yeah,
That's so
exactly.
weird.
This is normal. This is normal. But yeah, it's around me all the time. I get the beans, like the best beans that I've got locally, and I've got a local
Mhm,
supplier of beans. And oh my God, it's just amazing. And the stronger, the better. But
mhm,
it's got to have hints of, I think the one I've got at the moment has got hints of caramel and malt
mm.
and a touch of chocolate. Like it's got to have a little bit of pizzazz about it. And the recent change that I made was I've started introducing oat milk.
Oh,
Have you
that's really
had,
great in coffee.
have
It's
you,
really good great in coffee.
Yeah,
Mhm,
I'm at half and half at the moment, like regular milk and oat milk, because I
mhm,
found it was a bit strong by itself just to
mhm.
fully flip the switch. But yeah, such a nice little hint to the
Are
coffee
you
as well.
going vegan on us, Carrie? Because my partner on my podcast and in my business is vegan, and she's always like, "Oat milk, oat milk, oat milk."
Well, I thought about it, but for me, it's more about, well, because I consume so much, I can
Mhm,
feel the dairy. And I'm like,
mhm,
I think I've got to move away from the dairy a little
mhm,
bit. So it's more about the actual milk itself than the whole,
mhm.
kit and caboodle of the diet or anything. So yeah,
Like
just
loving
testing.
animals or hating animals? It's
Yeah, none
not
of
about
that.
that?
Just testing it out, and people were suggesting oat milk, and then I think
Mhm.
there's almond milk and there's soy and all these different things out there. And I've tried soy and almond; they weren't quite right for me. So, but the oats looking pretty good. Yeah,
It's tasty. It is really
mm,
tasty.
it is.
So, it's very curious. How much caffeine do you intake in a day, Carrie Zarb?
Well, there's 3 coffees each morning. Sometimes a 4th one sneaks in there by early afternoon, and then if I've got a late night on Clubhouse, I'll make myself an affogato, which is ice cream with a shot of
Oh gosh.
espresso, but I actually use coffee ice cream. So coffee ice cream with a shot of espresso
Wow.
and a little hint of milk as well. So that thing is delicious.
Oh my god. I have to try that, and I don't think I've met anyone as obsessed with coffee as you are. I love this. I
Yeah,
love
it's
it, love it,
great.
love it.
Now, Julie, we do need to do a cheers to the screen with our mugs for the show.
Oh,
Cheers.
you're my favorite, Carrie.
Thank you. Awesome. So much fun. All right, we're going to step into the next round.
Okay.
The next round is, Julie, 5 fun facts about you.
Oh.
And to get those 5 fun facts, I need you to choose from the numbers board 1 to 20. So I need 5 numbers from you between 1 and 20 off the board behind me.
Okay. I am just gonna go with 4 because I have 4 kids. Let's I hope this is a good one,
Mhm.
guys. Cross your fingers.
4 more?
Oh, 4 more.
Yeah,
Okay.
we need
Okay,
5.
7.
7? Yep.
I didn't realize. Okay. Um, 1 and 11. 11, Carrie. 11. Double ones. It's
Yep,
a magical number.
yep. 1 more.
Okay. Oh,
1
one
more.
more. Jeez. Okay. Let's do 17. I don't know why. Just 17 staring at me. Yellow.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, you have picked 2 yellows. We've got an orange, a green, a blue, and 2 yellows. Love it. Excellent. All right. So the first question is number 4. In
Okay.
the evening, Jules, are you a TV watcher, book reader, or something else?
I have great question. I have just become obsessed with true crime
Ooh.
podcasts. I
Ooh.
used to watch YouTube, but I am currently obsessed with Crime Junkies.
Mm.
Do you know this? It is I mean, I start listening to it and then I fall asleep. I start listening to it and then I've listened to the same episode about 10 times because I fall asleep while I'm going to bed. But Crime Junkies, so my background is in law. I'm a lawyer, and just that whole like looking over a crime scene, understanding the mindset, understanding all those little details of what went on just fascinates me. So I'm going
Mm.
to say answer, Carrie,
Mhm.
Crime Junkies for 100
Done. Done
podcast.
deal. Write that down. 100 points. Done. Yay. Excellent. Next question, Jules, is number 7.
Mhm.
Are you a pet owner?
Wow. Yes, I am. I have a little sidekick. She is a French bulldog named Violet. She is my best friend. She's the only other girl in this home. So,
Oh,
yes,
excellent. Excellent. Violet. How cute. And a French bulldog, did you say?
French bulldog. That's correct.
Mhm.
And she is the wind beneath my wings, Violet is. And all she does is follow me around and bite my shoes and untie my shoelaces. But I love her.
Oh, where would we be without our pets? Oh,
Do
your
you have a
mascot.
pet? Tell me.
Yes, we've got 3. We've got 1 dog and 2 cats, and
Oh,
oh my god, they are so much fun. They really
do
are.
you like dogs or cats better?
Oh, that's
Truth.
tough.
Don't think.
No,
First
okay,
answer.
dogs. Dogs more
Dogs, me
than
too.
cats. Yeah, don't know what that
Yeah.
is. Yep. All right,
They're like
next.
people. They're
Yeah,
like
I
little
know.
babies.
Yeah, and
Mhm,
they get in, like, they sense us,
mhm,
like, there's just this connection.
mhm,
Yeah, yeah, it's
mhm,
super cool. All right, next question is number 1.
mhm.
Jules, I need to know, who is your hero?
Oh my god. Okay, the first person that comes to me, my mother.
Oh,
I'm sorry to
no,
disappoint the audience. My
no.
mother is amazing. Why is she my hero? Because she had to put up with me for so long, number 1, but just teaching me the idea of really unbridled love, unconditional love, the many pitfalls I've had in my life, the many nuances. She just watches me from afar, never telling me how I should behave or how I should act. She just cheers me on, and I always know she's there for me. So I want to
Mm.
be a mother like her.
Aw. Thank you, Mum. Thank you
Thank
for looking after
you.
Jules. Yay.
She's had a hard road, that lady,
Oh.
with me. But my brothers are worse. So.
Oh, there you go. Awesome. Love it. Great answer. Great answer. And no disappointment whatsoever, because I think
I
mums
mean,
deserve.
Wonder Woman, Linda Carter was my second choice,
Oh,
so
there you go.
but my
Yep.
mom came up
Yep.
first.
Love
First
it.
thing.
Awesome. Next question, Jules, is question number 11, double ones. What's your favorite song?
Okay, I'm saying this to you not
Mm-hmm.
because I'm trying to kissing your butt or anything, but oh, no, they're not even from Australia, so it's Swedish. ABBA, Dancing Queen. There
Oh,
you go.
yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking of Muriel's Wedding, and
Yep.
that's a Australian movie, but
Mm-hmm.
it's Dancing Queen since I was a little girl.
And that's just such a classic, brilliant song, isn't it? Like, I grew up with that music, and so it was
Mhm.
so in my life. And You
Are we
you
the same
can't.
age?
We
You
must be
must be
similar.
younger.
We must be similar. I was
1973.
73, 77, a little bit later.
Oh my god, I am so old, ladies and
No,
gentlemen.
no.
I played Dancing Queen at my wedding down yeah. I mean, I had traditional, and then, like, it was piped into my wedding, so
Yep, yep. Love
mhm.
it, love it. All right, we might see if we can do some karaoke a little bit further down the show. All right, last question, number 17. Ooh, what's the most favorite gift you've ever received?
The gift of life, Carrie. No,
Mm.
that's just the best gift I've ever received, and, what are gifts? Gifts are, in essence, just a token of how somebody feels about you. So I think I'm going to say, and I'm going to just show my wedding ring from my husband. It is a multitude of different rings. It is my grandmother's diamond who passed, my other grandmother's diamond who passed, and then 4 stones for the kids. This was purchased after we were originally married.
Yeah.
And then his ring in the center. So, it just has a
Wow.
lot of meaning, but I'm not a jewelry person, I'm not a gift person. I love gifts, but I think that has a lot of meaning to me.
Yeah, love it. Oh, that's so special. And you get to look at it every day and wear it every day,
With my fungus nails, which I mentioned earlier, my husband's like, "You need to get your nails done. It looks like fungus is growing out of them."
which it's not, by the way.
It's
Not at all.
not. Not
No.
at all. No.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, Julie, so much fun. All right, we're going to step into the next round.
Oof. I'm sweating, Carrie.
You're fine. You're doing great, doing a
Thank
great
you.
job. The next round is Survivor Challenge Coffee with Kerry.
Okay. Okay.
So, not quite like Survivor itself, but it's the Coffee with Kerry version. So, Jules, your rules are you need to choose 3 companions.
Okay.
They must be celebrities. You can name them by their name or their character.
Okay.
On this deserted island, you have no supplies. You will
Mhm.
be there forever.
Mhm.
So we need 3 names of 3 celebrities by name
Okay.
or by character that you're going to have on the deserted
Mhm.
island with you.
Mhm. Should I name that now?
Yep,
Okay. The 3 people. Are you ready for this?
I am.
Her name is we call her Queen Bee, but I like to
Mhm.
call her Beyonce,
Yep.
Barack Obama,
Ooh.
and Oprah Winfrey.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
It is gonna be an amazing island. I don't care if I ever get off.
Okay. You got
Okay.
everyone you happy with that? Yep.
I
Yep.
think so.
All right. So
Okay.
we've got 2 key questions here. First one
Mhm.
is what is each of these celebrities bringing to the island? So
Mhm.
why have you chosen them? And the second question is how do they get along?
Okay. So, Beyoncé obviously is going to entertain us, and
Mhm.
she is going to tell me that I'm irreplaceable, that I'm not irreplaceable, that I am
Yes. Yes.
that I'm irreplaceable. She's gonna tell me that every day. She's gonna
Mhm.
give me that boost of confidence. Barack Obama, I am going to lean on. I'm going to lean on Barack Obama to really forge a community, to forge a sense of a new nation. He is going to teach us how to farm. He is going to give us those skills. He grew up in probably an impoverished area. He rose from those ashes. He's going to teach us. He is going to build a new nation and lead it for us. And Oprah Winfrey is going to educate me. She is going to
Mm.
educate me with everything she has. She's going to educate me with she has met every single prolific author, every prolific speaker, and Beyonce and I will be sitting there at her feet learning from her. So we will have the entertainment, we will have the builder, and we will also have our educator. Hopefully,
Fantastic.
one of them can cook,
Well,
by
I
the
was just
way.
going to ask was there a designated chef in the team there?
Barack,
Yep.
Mr. Obama,
Chef.
S-
Done.
Chef
Wow.
Obama.
Okay. And this combination of yourself, Beyonce, Barack,
Mhm.
and Oprah,
It's
what's
gonna
that
make
look like? Yeah.
It's gonna make me a way better person than I am right now, and it's going to elevate me. It will make the experience, a tough experience, entertaining.
Mhm.
It will give me the fortitude and strength to think outside the box on how to live my new life with Mr. Obama, and Oprah, I don't know, she will just be telling me about living in the present moment. She'll tell me about Eckhart Tolle. She'll tell me about every single person she's met, and I'll cater to Oprah. I will bring the food
Wow.
that Obama is cooking in the chef quarters, and I will
Mhm.
bring that to Oprah.
Wow. This is fantastic. I'm excited for your island. I think this
You might wanna be on the island with me, Carrie.
that's what I'm thinking, right? Like, this could be a place to be. Yeah,
And our President Obama, I'm hoping he knows how to make a good espresso or latte for you, so when you do come to visit.
correct. That's all I need. That's all I
Mhm.
need. Just bring the coffee and Kerry will be happy. So, done.
Carrie is happy.
I love it. I love it. Jules, good answers. Great combination of people. Super excited for your island. And good news, I think you're going to survive. Yay!
Yay! Do I get a round of applause? I am excited.
I
Thank
don't,
you, and
I have that button somewhere. It's in the bank somewhere.
are we
Yay!
yay! Are we going to be on how do we end up on this island? Is it the Obamas invited okay, Michelle had to stay home with the kids, so it's
Hmm.
did
Hmm.
Mr. Obama invite us on a plane? He invited Oprah, Beyonce, and me, and then the plane goes down on an island,
Let's go with that. That sounds like a pretty good entry. Yeah,
or it's just a regular Survivor show. The
it
Carries
could be.
are
Maybe yous were on a boat and maybe
Mhm,
the boat got shipwrecked off
mm,
the island and then you
mhm,
landed, like, picture it like the movies where you land on the beach and you've got the water and the sand
mhm,
and you wake up. You just suddenly wake up on the beach and
mm.
there you are with your people. Yay.
Wow. Yay. I mean, how could you fail
Nah,
on an island like that? You can't.
no, that's it.
No
I
chance
love
for
it.
failure.
I love it. The island of Jules, I think it's going to be fantastic. Yay.
Isle of Jewels.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good, right?
love that,
Yeah.
Care. I could
Done.
go on a tangent just
Yeah,
thinking
I
about
know.
this
I
because it's
know.
so
I know. All
fantastic.
right. We need to move into the next round.
Yes, I'm ready.
Oh, that's the wrong button. Let me press
We
the
like
right.
we
Oh,
like
wait.
wrong buttons.
I should have pressed that before for the island for the win. But
Mhm.
next one is late breaking news.
Okay.
Jules, we've got something that's just come in from an unknown source. And I think there's a story here. So I need you to explain this. It tells me that you lived in South Korea after college for the heck of it.
That's right.
Wow.
How did you know that? That's a
Oh,
little unknown
someone told me.
a little birdie. I
Yeah.
did. Mhm, mhm.
So what's the story? South Korea.
So, South Korea, I was the only blonde girl in 19 I'm gonna just I'm dating myself, 97
Mhm,
in
mhm.
South Korea. No cell phone, no computer, really the infancy of the internet. And I just got on a plane. My mom dropped me off at the airport. She was crying
Oh.
and I was crying and I just got there. I mean, I literally could have been sent to like, and I don't want to turn this negative, but
Mm.
I could be like sent into like a sex trait. Not like I was even cute or worth whatever. Sidebar. But I just got on a plane and went, and luckily someone very kind picked me up from the airport, and I started working at LG Electronics in South Korea,
Wow.
and for 1 full year, and it was fantastic. The South Korean people are the nicest people, and they all, for some reason, thought I was Meg Ryan. I don't know. They're like, "Meg Ryan, Meg Ryan, Meg Ryan," because they watched movies back then, and I guess
Yeah.
Meg Ryan was, like, the blonde hit of the day.
Yeah. Wow. So
Mhm.
I have to go back here. Did you just go to the airport and pick a destination off the board, or did you
Oh
have in
god, no.
mind? Oh, right.
I had a job. I had a job. Like, a job. Like, I had contracted with somebody in Washington, DC to go teach English in
Mhm.
South Korea,
Mhm.
and it was they didn't do that exchange program that they really do now, like, all the
Yeah.
kids really do exchange programs, and they didn't, and I knew I wanted to travel abroad and do something, and this just came across my lap, and I said, "Okay, why not?" 13 hours on the plane, Carrie.
Ugh. Ugh.
Mhm.
Ugh.
Carrie is
Really?
vomiting in her mouth.
Oh,
Yep.
that long? 13 hours? I would not have thought it was that far. Oh,
Mhm.
wow. Oh,
Mhm.
dear. Oh, my goodness. Was it direct flight? Please tell me it was a direct flight.
No. Layover in LA?
Oh,
So, I'm thinking it was 13 hours from LA. I can't
yeah.
remember exactly now,
Mm,
but, like, 4 hours to Chicago to LA, or no, I was in Indiana, but anyway. Yeah, so it was a long flight, but
mm,
experiences you cannot take back. When you put yourself out there, when you take risks like that, when you just live outside your comfort zone, those experiences are where you get the biggest rewards.
mm.
Now, if my children wanna go abroad, I'm coming with them. Just saying.
Oh, okay. Love
I
that. Oh, my goodness.
So, it was an amazing experience. It was so
Yeah.
vastly different than the United States. The United States, we're all wonderful people, but we're all very centric, self-centered, and nationalistic, and just to have a taste, really being immersed in the Asian culture was so amazing, and I gained 25 pounds over there in, like, 3 months, so
You gained
truth.
weight. Really?
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely, the food is phenomenal, and you have
Oh.
no idea what you're eating, and I just ate it all.
Just take it in, just
Mhm,
taking in the experience and soaking it all up. Love
mhm.
that. That's fantastic. What a great story. Thank you for sharing, and I'm
Thanks,
glad
Carrie.
that little birdie told me that one and brought it
Oh,
in
that's
for
really
us.
good. Birdie, I love it.
Excellent. Jules, we are gonna step into the next round.
I'm ready.
The next round is the Wheel of Reveal. Mm,
Uh-oh.
yes.
Nervous.
Yeah.
Nervous, Carrie.
Nah, shouldn't be, shouldn't be,
There's a lot
shouldn't
to
be.
reveal here, a lot in here.
Well, I'm going to spin the wheel. We're going to land on a word, and that
Mhm,
word reveals the question. So
mhm.
I spin the
Okay,
wheel on your behalf because unfortunately you can't quite reach. It's just a little bit over here. Exactly. So are you ready for me to take the spin?
absolutely.
Okay. Quick question: big spin or little spin?
I'm all about big, Carrie. I'm
Let's
all
go
about
big.
big.
Okay.
By the way, all the listeners have to know how fantastic Carrie is and what she has. She's so fantastic.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. So the wheel has landed on the word peeve.
Oh,
And
okay.
the
Mhm,
question is, what drives you insane about
mhm.
yourself?
Oh, myself.
What is your pet peeve with yourself?
Oh, see, I thought you were gonna ask about other people. So,
Nope.
turning the mirror towards me, my biggest pet peeve. Okay. My biggest pet peeve is that I don't always feel confident in who I am. I feel
Mm,
that I I know who I am. I know I have a lot to say, but then I get very nervous. I tend to I don't do this as much, but shutting down or feeling less than, because so much of my life I just doubted myself, and I still do, but when I revert to that, and there are certain situations I particularly do it, I just kick myself in the head, if you will, or just I just tend to doubt myself, and I need to be better at folding laundry and stuff too, so be better at laundry. Those 2 things.
So we've gone from self confidence to
Mhm,
laundry, but two very important pieces of the puzzle of us as humans, because
mhm,
we all have that little thing that kind of taps us on the shoulder and go, no, 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 don't do that, or you
mhm,
can't do that, or you shouldn't do that, or you're not ready for that, or all these kind of things. And it takes a long time to get rid of that. Like that's just
mhm,
part of the journey of life as humans. We've
mhm,
all got some element of self doubt. And it's a case of we need to reach that point where we can either switch it off, pack it away. I almost feel
mhm,
like we need a little ritual in life when we hit this
mhm,
point of we're on the verge. Like
mhm,
we know we've got things and lots of awesome stuff to share with people and help
mhm,
people and all these kind of things. I feel like we need almost like a little ritual of packing
Mhm.
that self-doubt into a box and tying it up and packing it away in the, in
Mhm.
the basement or the attic or the storage room, whatever you've got. What do you think about
Mhm.
that, Jules? A ritual.
Well, Carrie, my podcast is called Obsessed with Humans on the Verge of Change, and there's a reason for that. The reason
Mhm.
is because we're all constantly on the verge of change, and it really helps with the community. It helps with someone like Carrie who, makes us realize not we shouldn't think so deeply and think be so hard on ourselves that life is fun.
Yeah.
Life is a spin of the wheel. Life is a game. You have to be engaged. And I rituals, absolutely. It is doing this really implementing things every single day, either in
Mhm.
your morning routine or putting sticky notes around your room that say, I'm amazing or I'm great.
Mm.
But then you really have to believe in it and make sure you surround yourself with those people that uplift you as well, because I
Yes.
can tell who a person is by the 5 people they surround themselves with.
Oh my God, it's so
Mhm,
true. And I've lived by that for so long. I
mhm,
agree so much. It is so
mhm,
important. Negative people need to be gone. Unfortunately, we
mhm,
love them and it's not always the
mhm,
easiest decision to make. But sometimes we've just got to put up, who's in our inner circle? Who do we want to spend time with and hang out
mhm,
with? Because they're our biggest influence. So I'm with you, Jules,
mhm,
100%. And I do have the sticky notes on the wall, and the other thing that I've implemented just recently is a little journal each day. Couple of
mhm.
key points, I am statements.
Gratitude,
Yeah,
gratitude.
yeah,
Mhm,
exactly, exactly. It makes a big difference. It really
mhm.
does. And then
And
the
make sure you're
laundry,
grounded in the
uh,
laundry well.
well, the
Just do
laundry,
it.
it just, yeah, it is what it is. I'm
Mhm.
sure no one's going to judge you by the laundry because that's just, you
Only
know,
when your kids go out with, like, messy clothes and stains everywhere, then you're gonna be judged, Carrie.
oh,
How many kids do you have? You have a daughter?
I have a daughter and my husband has, 2 sons and a daughter, so we're like a little
Mhm.
Brady Bunch.
Oh,
Yeah,
fun. So
yeah,
you have 4 too.
yeah, yeah, 2
Oh my
boys,
gosh,
2
I love it.
girls. Yeah, so good. But
Oh,
but they're all grown up. They've all left except for one. We've still got one left, so yeah, no, it's really
oh.
good, really good.
Do you still do that one's laundry?
No,
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 good, good, good.
no,
Trick
haven't done
question.
have not done for years. No, 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 very, very all our kids have grown up very independent and, they've
Mhm,
got all the things that they need to do and yeah, just that's part of life. You've got to teach them that
mhm,
this is part of life. So, yeah,
mhm.
super cool.
Yeah, you do, and you try to teach them, and I'm just using the laundry as an
Mm,
analogy, and when they do a crappy job and all the your whites come out red colored, you have to keep teaching them
yep.
because it is a consistent lesson, and they're never gonna do it the way you wanna do it
Mhm.
or the way you want it done, so
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Jules, we have come to the end of the show. Can you believe it?
No! I
I
wanted to go another hour, please, Carrie,
I
like
know, I know. It's like, hang on, this thing seems to be getting shorter, and it's not. It's not by the clock getting shorter, but it feels like it's getting shorter. So I think, yeah, everything's just flowing and working,
mhm.
and wow, yeah, it's done. It's like, oh, hang on a minute,
It
what else?
can't be.
I
Can we
know.
have a second episode, like a
Wow.
series, if you will? But
Well, I will
go on,
tell
sorry.
you, Jules. No, you're fine. I will tell you. I am planning a bit of a reunion
Oh,
for Christmas. I haven't mentioned this before. This is the first time I'm mentioning it, that there will be a Coffee with Kerry reunion coming up, probably in the month of November, late November for December launch. So we want to do a bit of a Christmas Coffee with Kerry reunion. How exciting is that?
is it possible to have some Christmas caroling?
Oh, we could do that as a karaoke Christmas carols.
Yes, yes,
Oh my
yes,
gosh.
and I am not a singer,
Me
but
neither.
I have there's another Jules that I do a room in with Clubhouse, and people get us confused, but she's an excellent singer, and she could pop in, and she was just singing "Oh Holy Night" for me today. I'm like, "Dang,
Oh,
girl, teach me to
yeah.
sing." And
Yeah.
I can play the piano. I can play the
Oh,
piano for you.
oh, there
Do,
you
do,
go.
do, do, do. Not well, but I can play it.
Same, same. I
Okay.
have it but I just fiddle. And I do, I don't know about you, Jules, I do the start of a song and I'm like, yep, I'm done now.
It's
And then
good.
I move on to the next one.
Mhm.
I'm like the little
Like the
piano
chorus,
intro.
as soon as I get the chorus done, I'm done.
Done. Yep. All
Mhm.
done. Wrap it up, pack it away, come back to it another day. Yep. Love it.
And you feel awesome about it. You're like,
Yeah.
"I did it. I'm amazing.
Tick.
I am" yeah,
Love it.
rock 'em on and off.
Jules, I'm going to play us out to the outro music. Thank you so much for coming. Oh, before I forget, I nearly forgot the podcast. Where can we find you? All the places, all the cool places that you hang out, please.
Oh, thank you so much, Carrie. It is called Obsessed with Humans on the Verge of Change or Obsessed with, and you could find us anywhere you listen to podcasts.
Mhm.
And I host the podcast with my two partners in crime, Mika Eltador and Tia Morel Walden. She just got married, so I always have to remember to hyphenate it, but you can find us there.
Awesome. Awesome. That is fantastic. Thank you, Jules. Thank you for coming on to the show.
Thanks, Carrie. This
Appreciate
is my
you.
kind of podcast. It's fun. It's just
Sweet.
organic and there's coffee involved and there's
That's it.
Carrie.
That's it. Coffee and
Obsessed
Kerry.
with you. Obsessed with you.
Thank you, Jules. Awesome. Thanks for tuning in to Coffee with Kerry. You can catch us weekly, and I'd love to receive your rating or personal review. See you next week.